Steam turbines may be classified according to A. Direction of steam flow, B. Number of stages, C. Mode of steam action, D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The process of draining steam from the turbine at certain points during its expansion and using this steam for heating the feed water in feed water heaters and then supplying it to the boiler is known as A. Regenerative heating, B. Reheating of steam, C. Bleeding, D. None of these. The correct answer is bleeding. In a 50 reaction turbine stage, tangential component of absolute velocity at rotor inlet is 537 ms and the blade velocity is 454 ms. The power output in kW of steam will be A. 260 kilowatts, B. 282 kilowatts, C. 296 kilowatts, D. 302 kilowatts. The correct answer is 282 kilowatts. In an impulse turbine, steam expands A. Wholly in blades, B. Wholly in nozzle, C. Partly in the nozzle and partly in blades, D. None of these. The correct answer is wholly in nozzle. In a nozzle, the effect of supersaturation is to increase the dryness fraction of steam. A. Yes, B. No, C. D. The correct answer is yes. In a nozzle, the effect of supersaturation is to A. Decrease dryness fraction of steam, B. Decrease specific volume of steam, C. Increase the entropy, D. Increase the heat drop. The correct answer is increase the entropy. Which of the following statement is correct? A. The efficiency of steam turbines is greater than steam engines. B. A flywheel is a must for steam turbine. C. The turbine blades do not change the direction of steam issuing from the nozzle. D. The pressure of steam in reaction turbines is increased in fixed blades as well as in moving blades. The correct answer is the efficiency of steam turbines is greater than steam engines. The pressure velocity compounded impulse turbine allows a bigger pressure drop and hence number of stages are required. A. More, B. Less, C. D. The correct answer is less. If the critical pressure ratio for steam is 0.546, then the steam is initially A. Wet steam, B. Dry saturated steam, C. Superheated steam, D. None of these. The correct answer is superheated steam. Which of the following statement is wrong? A. The critical pressure gives the velocity of steam at the throat equal to the velocity of sound. B. The flow in the convergent portion of the nozzle is subsonic. C. The flow in the divergent portion of the nozzle is supersonic. D. To increase the velocity of steam above sonic velocity supersonic by expanding steam below the critical pressure, the divergent portion for the nozzle is not necessary. The correct answer is to increase the velocity of steam above sonic velocity supersonic by expanding steam below the critical pressure, the divergent portion for the nozzle is not necessary. The maximum efficiency of a De-Laval turbine is where nozzle angle A. Sin 2, B. Cos 2, C. Tan 2, D. Cot 2. The correct answer is Cos 2. The pressure compounded impulse turbine as compared to velocity compounded turbine require number of stages. A. Same, B. Less, C. More, D. The correct answer is more. In a reaction turbine, when the degree of reaction is 0, then there is A. No heat drop in moving blades, B. No heat drop in fixed blades, C. Maximum heat drop in moving blades, D. Maximum heat drop in fixed blades. The correct answer is No heat drop in moving blades. The effect of friction in the nozzle dryness fraction of steam. A has no effect on. B decreases. C increases. D. The correct answer is increases. In a Parsons turbine, stage blade velocity is 320 ms at the mean radius and rotor blade exit angle is 30. For minimum kinetic energy of the steam leaving the stage, the steam velocity at the exit of the rotor will be A 163 ms, B 323 ms, C 643 ms, D 640 ms. The correct answer is 643 ms. In pressure compounding of an impulse turbine, the total pressure drop of the steam does not take place in the first nozzle ring but is divided equally among all the nozzle rings. A agree. B disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. When the cross-section of a nozzle continuously from entrance to exit, it is called a convergent nozzle. A increases. B decreases. C. D. The correct answer is decreases. In an ideal impulse turbine, the A absolute velocity at the inlet of moving blade is equal to that at the outlet. B relative velocity at the inlet of the moving blade is equal to that at the outlet. C axial velocity at inlet is equal to that at the outlet. D whirl velocity at inlet is equal to that at the outlet. The correct answer is relative velocity at the inlet of the moving blade is equal to that at the outlet. During flow through a nozzle, no heat is supplied or rejected by the steam. A agree. B disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. In a reaction turbine, when steam flows through the moving blades, A pressure increases while velocity decreases. B pressure decreases while velocity increases. C pressure and velocity both decreases. D pressure and velocity both increases. The correct answer is pressure and velocity both decreases. In velocity compounding of an impulse turbine, the expansion of steam takes place in a nozzle or a set of nozzles from the boiler pressure to condenser pressure. A true. B false. C. D. The correct answer is true. The critical pressure ratio is given by where P1 initial pressure of steam and P2 pressure of steam at throat or critical pressure. A P1 P2, B P1 P2, C P2 P1, D P1 P2. The correct answer is P2 P1. A steam turbine in which a part of the steam after partial expansion is used for process heating and the remaining steam is further expanded for power generation is known as A back pressure turbine, B pass out turbine, C low pressure turbine, D impulse turbine. The correct answer is pass out turbine. The stage efficiency is the ratio of energy supplied to the blades per kg of steam to the total energy supplied per stage per kg of steam. A true. B false. C. D. The correct answer is false. Stage efficiency is also known as A diagram efficiency, B nozzle efficiency, C gross efficiency, D none of these. The correct answer is gross efficiency. A single-stage turbine is not used because it requires large reduction gearing due to very high rotational speed. A agree. B disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. In turbines, the fluid undergoes a continuous steady flow process and the speed of flow is A low, B very low, C high, D very high. The correct answer is very high. A nozzle is said to be a convergent-divergent nozzle when the cross-section of a nozzle first decreases from its entrance to throat and then increases from its throat to exit. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. In an impulse reaction turbine, the pressure drops gradually and continuously over A. Fixed blades. B. Moving blades. C. Both fixed and moving blades. D. None of these. The correct answer is both fixed and moving blades. When the inlet pressure of steam is equal to the exit pressure, then A. There is a pressure drop in the nozzle. B. Fluid flows through the nozzle. C. Pressure drops and fluid flows through the nozzle. D. There is no pressure drop and fluid does not flow through the nozzle. The correct answer is there is no pressure drop and fluid does not flow through the nozzle. The blade friction in the impulse turbine reduces the velocity of steam by while it passes over the blades. A. 10 to 15. B. 15 to 20. C. 20 to 30. D. 30 to 40. The correct answer is 10 to 15. The effect of bleeding is that A. It increases the thermodynamic efficiency of the turbine. B. Boiler is supplied with hot water. C. It decreases the power developed by the turbine. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. The expansion of steam as it flows over the blades in reaction turbine represents A. Isothermal process. B. Isentropic process. C. Throttling process. D. Free expansion process. The correct answer is isentropic process. The critical pressure ratio for initially superheated steam is as compared to initially dry saturated steam. A. More. B. Less. C. D. The correct answer is less. For a Parsons reaction turbine, if 1 and 2 are fixed blade angles at inlet and exit respectively, and 1 and 2 are the moving blade angles at entrance and exit respectively, then A. 1 2 and 1 2. B. 1 1 and 2 2. C. 1 1 and 2 2. D. 1 2 and 1 2. The correct answer is 1 2 and 1 2. The efficiency of an impulse turbine is maximum when where Vb blade speed V absolute velocity of steam entering the blade and nozzle angle. A. Vb 0.5 V cos. B. Vb V cos. C. Vb 0.5 V2 cos. D. Vb V2 cos. The correct answer is Vb 0.5 V cos. The velocity of whirl at outlet for an axial discharge turbine is A. Minimum. B. Maximum. C. 0. D. The correct answer is 0. In impulse turbines, when friction is neglected, the relative velocity of steam at outlet tip of the blade is the relative velocity of steam at inlet tip of the blade. A. Equal to. B. Less than. C. Greater than. D. The correct answer is equal to. The friction present between the steam and the nozzle surfaces reduces the heat drop by A. 10 to 15%. B. 15 to 25%. C. 25 to 40%. D. 40 to 60%. The correct answer is 10 to 15%. An impulse turbine as compared to a reaction turbine for a given power has row of blades. A. Equal. B. Less. C. More. D. The correct answer is more. Degree of reaction is defined as the ratio of A. Heat drop in fixed blades to the heat drop in moving blades. B. Heat drop in moving blades to the heat drop in fixed blades. C. Heat drop in moving blades to the heat drop in fixed blades plus heat drop in moving blades. D. Heat drop in fixed blades plus heat drop in moving blades to the heat drop in moving blades. The correct answer is heat drop in moving blades to the heat drop in fixed blades plus heat drop in moving blades. The expansion of steam in a nozzle follows A. Carnot cycle, B. Rankine cycle, C. Joule cycle, D. Stirling cycle. The correct answer is Rankine cycle.